this tournament. One more would equal Pelé's record in a single tournament. Kylian Mbappe is second in the race for the Golden Boot, just one goal behind Messi. The Argentine Cristiano in charge of Paraguay. He says this is not just one more match, as we so frequently hear from head coaches. Says it's the last 16 tie with the world's number one. And there is the man at the helm for France. Full throttle end to his time in charge.
Welcome back tonight at High End. So today we are hosting France versus Paraguay, round of 16. Lately things have been getting hotter and hotter, like the things you don't know, like miracles. So today is France and Paraguay, and everybody I know they're backing. Everybody I know they're backing France. So me too. I'm behind France. I'm betting on them to win. So let's just see what happens. And through all these 90 minutes, you'll be with me, Kevin Saint, here on High End. And it will be like a hell of a ride. It will be a hell of a ride. The players are already set to kick the ball. We are in the countdown period. So soon it's kickoff.
And it's Paraguay and France who clash for a place in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And it's tie with Morocco in Boston.
Many players are set to break some records here tonight, like Michael Olise assists, and Mbappe also. He's chasing Messi on the Golden Boot. So there's no sleeping tonight. There's no sleeping. And a quick reminder, hi, how are you doing? We appreciate you being here with us at this moment. It's a big pleasure, big love on that side. So I was saying, like, Mbappe also is chasing Messi on that Golden Boot. And these players are too fast. I remember the last game we did with Norway. Yeah, I think with Norway. Oh, these guys were flying, really flying. I swear.
It is a truly remarkable ratio.
But so far the World Cup, we haven't like got on the point where things start to heat up. I mean, real crush. But in this round we have it. Portugal, Spain. It's a big game to watch. Everybody is like waiting on something to happen. They want to see someone. Jeremy bro, say hi. Hi to you guys. We appreciate you like popping up, and I hope you're enjoying the World Cup, because this is all about it. This is all about the World Cup. I hope you're enjoying them.
Win that first ball, potentially even that second ball, the moment that the opponent tries to dictate some type of passing pattern out of their own defensive third. A concerted effort and focus for the urgency to win the ball back as quickly as possible.
As we expected, France are pushing forward. France, like at this moment, they are pushing forward. You know, something like an early goal. Ooh. Something like an early goal is so sweet, like to the team scoring. Actually, it's an advantage. And mostly, like during these bigger stage, like 16th round, you have to be careful, because any small mistake can cost you everything. No matter like the squad or the players you got, any single small mistake can cost you everything. I remember it was Euro. Was it you? But it was Euros. Yeah, it was in the Euros. France lost to Switzerland. Yeah, France lost to Switzerland, and they had the Golo Kante, the Paul Pogba, the Griezmann. They had the Kylian Mbappe, but they failed. They failed on the feet of Switzerland because of those kind of small mistakes. They had everything actually, but still they failed because of a small mistake. So you have to be careful. And I hope you all see like what Cape Verde did to Argentina. Even though Argentina advanced on the next round, but I swear to God, that was a good game to just like watch. 1-1 extra time, you score, they score back, and you wait for like some kind of magic to do it different. So that means the team had put a fight. And in the previous game, Canada got eliminated. Canada got eliminated in the previous game against Morocco. Morocco managed to score 3 goals past them. So little by little, teams are getting like deducted. Then at the time we reach on the final, the best two teams so far. And right now it's hard to tell like which team deserves. If it was being judged from the papers, the lineups and everything, I swear, like this France national team could be like the 100% team to win this. And we also have to never forget about the other small factors. They also have to count actually. They also have to count. Because they can also be something in the build up of the whole tournament to decide who wins it. And you know, like every tournament, it's a must to have to see like some big teams getting eliminated, like in a way you can never explain. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I was explaining the reason why I named this channel High End. High End, it was just an idea I got like from somewhere like that. Then I say, nah, maybe this must be the time. So I did what I did. I say, whoa, that's a corner kick. I say, nah, let me get it serious and get something real from scratch, from the ground, and try to do something. You never know. So the meaning of high end, it means like you go high, but not that like a normal high. Until you reach the end of the highness. That's the meaning of high end. You must go high until you reach the end of the highness. I don't know if I don't know if it even exists. That's the main question. I don't know if it exists. Like as long as you're flying, you can go. It's like infinity. That's what I can say. It's like infinite. Man, it's not a foul. This guy got like heavy dribbles, like Michael is still on the ground, like, but he got up now. Oh, it was not even like it was Kone, Manu Kone, Manu Kone.
It's evident and clear what he wants the referee to take a look for, and that second run coming out of midfield. Romeo will have his feet a little bit more tilted to the left-hand side.
Still, so far, like France, they're pushing, they're trying to create something. So far, this minute, 7 minutes in the game, so you can see like they have that hungerness, they have that like that will to make things happen, like push until they get it. So we have to wait and see if these Mbappe or Lise and Dembele they can score again. Like, and you know what's funny though? Like the funny part, it's not like the World Cup of the games or the what. It's like the aftermath of the game. These anime they're creating of
Okay.
Mbappe, what made like I don't know how to make to say, but things have things have changed. Things have changed.
Women's football back at Manchester United, playing the Premier League with Newcastle. Develop to the Champions League with Paris Saint-Germain. They are serial winners in this team. Bogler. Isn't that big? Corey. Dembele. It is all big France. Can they find the other goals? Headed up high. Walking back down and continue to be a scramble. Still nothing given by the referee.
Those customers to put a body on Andre Rabiot, and he immediately looked to the referee in hopes to garner a little bit more of attention.
So emphasis the ball in, it took a deflection all the way through. It's back to the Man's feet. And all that back.
And again, there'll be a freedom for this French side to figure out ways to interpret space, the opportunity to take advantage of the chances, and right there, look at the physicality that, you know, from the opening whistle, Paraguay at times is going to have to rely upon, whether it's disciplined, gritty performance.
I'm just trying to create a poll like for voting, so.
But this is where Julian Ciso needs more help. He's isolated by himself. There's a good 10 to 15 yards separating him from the three midfielders directly underneath. And that's the unique balance that Paraguay has to find throughout the course of this 90 minutes.
Yeah, it does cut a lone figure.
Yeah, so.
His feet.
Ooh.
It's Dembele. Corner.
So far, things are still tight. Like, whoa, that was a good change actually.
So a little bit too far ahead of Bogler, who raises one hand in thanks to his teammates.
Well, the challenge of playing flat three in the back is you're really composed about the space. And the
I have created a poll to vote. Like, the question is who wins? You choose between France or Paraguay. So, like, I want to see.
So the challenge is to get better.
What do you say about it?
The player that's serving the ball and looking for those fine little margins, trying to split the center backs with secondary runs.
How about this for stats? 115 passes completed so far for France. And Paraguay really had 7.
But I'm starting to think like, oh, that's a foul. I'm starting to think like, if Paraguay gets a single chance, and I know these boys, they're going to convert it. Like, they must get something out of it. These teams are like this kind of team, which like they approach the game without the mentality of dominating. They just like want to play their tricks. They lay low. You play, you do what you do. So like in that window you create, that space you leave for them. So that's when they also try to break through. So then try to make something. So they have to make sure like in that breakthrough, it has to be something like positive. That's a counter. Ooh. But he got proud. You click on the poll, you can see it here, like the yellow one. Who wins? You click on either France or Paraguay. You click on it. And today also I'm expecting some bangers. Like the previous game, Usman Dembele just gave us a pure show. Ooh, that's a foul. You can't get someone from the back and don't expect the referee to blow that thing.
Now Watchalong, Nelson Wenger, serving as FIFA's chief of global football development since 2019. Randall Hill. What a story he has, having to sell his old kit from his time in Paraguay's
And
youth
still,
setup.
like I can say,
Fund care for his child who was
the
born
France
prematurely
defense, like they haven't got
and has
any
been
test
a
yet.
real hero at times for
They
Paraguay in
haven't
this
seen
tournament.
any test yet. So let's wait and see. Most of the time, like when you don't want to play. That's what happened to England. England versus Congo.
Excellent support in this stadium.
England, like they tried to hesitate too much, and Congo got a chance.
Such a
They
role
won it.
was
So 1-0. England, when they were down, they started thinking, nah, we have to get it up. Like we have to get back. So they decided to start playing now. Then latterly they scored 2 goals and they made it through. So it can be a surprise if Paraguay was to score first.
France have been in control from the get-go. Almost 15 minutes on the clock, still goalless. Buckle up, and he changed that.
Ooh, that's smooth. That's smooth.
Rabiot, Dina, and straight.
Just deliver it in
Palms, Randall Hill.
the hands of the
We've
goalkeeper.
seen balance, we've seen flexibility, we've seen a certain amount of efficiency in the final third.
But like the World Cup, it's like a stage for some players now to step up. I mean, to level up. So it's not just like some kind of tournament which happens and it counts player play and then it passes. Nah, it's just like something they have to get from it. The spotlight, also the experience of being on the biggest stage. You get like all those things comes and build like confidence. And every player, the only thing they need is confidence. I swear to God, I don't wish you to ever meet a player without confidence. Because you can hate everything about football. Let's see. But we have to remember, Olise hasn't scored yet. So I can feel he's too hungry like to eat. He's too hungry.
Up to this point of the tournament.
As important as the balance defensively in that kind of attacking phase of play. You think about the Larser, you think about Aguilon and Julio and Ciso. But you also think about the substitution pattern. You think about the chess match in that second 45 minutes, more specifically around the hour mark.
Kylian, that was too much. That was too much. But like every time I ask myself, like, how come like Mbappe right now is 27? Because like I try to track like from the 18 years old who took the World Cup to the 20, like let's count to 25, 26 like that. Like in that between, I don't see like I don't track him. I don't know why. But I know he been there, he been doing his things, but he been lacking like the Euros. They got beaten like in the clubs. He haven't been winning like the Champions League. So I get it. Ooh.
They have been so confined so far.
But soon I want to start something like we put a player on the panel like this. We try to balance them. For example, we take like Usman Dembele, and I go deep, like from his academy years, like when he was still coming up, like till day now. Try to track him because for me, I see everything I see the players, the story they went through, all the procedures till they became great. Man, those stories like carry some big lessons, and it has to be like acknowledged. I don't mean like everybody should go and look into it, but if you a football guy or girl, I don't know, yeah,
Been set early from the referee in terms of challenges and what is worthy of a yellow card.
this guy has like potential, and he doesn't have to waste it. Barcola, something like that.
Taylor's run back to his feet. And he's not happy with that decision for the Deschamps.
It also goes back to that mentality back in the day. The first challenge was never worthy of a yellow card, but the game's changed and the modern refereeing is taking a different approach. And games is massive with the magnitude of these two battling for a place in Foxborough on July 9th.
A reminder, now we are approaching, we are soon reaching the 20th minute, and it's still 0-0. Seems like Paraguay, they are doing their defensive work best. That ball is out.
Starting lineup after the suspension against Germany. Still goalless, 20 minutes on the clock. Hey, what the levels of the Philadelphia Stadium. There's a huge crowd of French fans who are bouncing to their feet and to encourage their team. It's been a commanding performance so far in terms of the possession. All very one-sided by France. Still yet to see the opening goal. 37 degrees Celsius is the temperature. It's the hottest recorded World Cup match in history.
Ooh. What kind of defending is that?
Again, and Casellas. Sarah's who previously spent time in the Boca Juniors Academy.
But you can see like how these Paraguay players are ready to fight, like they're ready to put like their legs. They're willing to bet their legs, everything. Let's see. Nah, that's not on target. Actually, he has to try better. Even the previous game I've seen, like he's trying to get these outside of the box shots. So, but he got them a corner. Let's see. Ooh, defended. But
Dembele. 20 minutes we had to wait without a shot. The wait is over. The wait for a goal does continue. Corner. As Rabiot.
Another corner. But at least France has to go like in the break with a goal. Actually, I mean they have some break. They have to go like with a goal, even if it's one, but they have to get it. That one didn't connect.
23 minutes on the clock.
So right now the players are heading for the hydration break, and I think me too. I need a hydration break. equals.
Some VGD or good luck. Some quicker accident, 100 points.
But I sometimes wonder, like, how is the atmosphere around the pitches, like where the main location of these games. I bet it's something big, like, you know. And when it comes to like a national team, something else. When it comes to a national team, it's something else.
When we share who the truly one, real connections happen. Black and white, the magical shade. Mahindra ACD 9S.
Wow.
So goalless so far between Paraguay and France with 25 minutes on the clock. It has all been France in terms of possession. Paraguay have had
Now the players are
breaking out of their own half, but unable to
looking
create
refreshed
anything
after that
real
hydration
is.
break. So
And as much as France
let's now see what happens.
just
Man, like sometimes,
hydration break.
I just mistaken it. Like yesterday, I thought about why did they introduce the hydration break during this World Cup, and for a fact, USA. I don't think maybe people might tell me
They've already taken something
if I'm
massive
wrong or
from
not.
Paraguay
Like
to
you should let me
have
know
this set of players extra name
if you have ever been to the USA and then you have also been to Qatar. Let me know like which country is too hot. Then that's where maybe I will get an answer. Why did they introduce the hydration break? Because sometimes it sound like something else.
To see his players inspired by a generation that meant so much to them. And this
The
is
game has resumed, but
a new generation because it is 16 years since they last appeared at the World Cup.
It's a new generation, but again, I think when we talk about the talent, we talk about the passion, we talk about the idea that they're not supposed to be here after what they did against Germany in round of 32. That the idea then is to go out, represent the crest, represent yourself, represent your family, and understand that you're also representing the nation.
Mhm.
I just look at that for ball recovery zone. 11 seconds, they're so sharp and they do hunting packs. And they do attack with great numbers.
Whoa. You playing too much. See, you touching me to foul. Whoa. Paraguay right now, they still got the ball, bro. Chill. Let's see. Ooh. They were trying like to fire some rockets behind the box, but they were unlucky. The first one was blind, the second one just went in a goal kick. Hold, nice. That was too much. That was too much. But it was a good play. But like people who are not watching the World Cup, you are missing out. I swear you are missing out.
With the understanding that yes, you're almost 30 minutes into this match.
People who are not watching this World Cup, they are missing out.
especially if it's a team that is going to play so significantly low with their defending blocks of 5 and 4 in front of them.
That ball only needed somebody to tap in. Let's see France. Don't lose it. That's a foul. But that's a foul, but I don't agree with him. I don't agree with him.
As Ricky Almiron comes across, he gets the kick from the back of the legs from Barcola. Landing gear comes up, he goes to the ground, and has that ball sweep away. A heavy challenge from Kubas on Radio. Here's another look. And the idea of the deflection in a dangerous spot. As a defender, you hate facing your own goalkeeper. In moments like this, just because the redirect can have such huge consequential effects.
Chorus nicknamed El Tocito. And they kept running and running today to really clash with Germany.
Now they're looking tired.
Just about reaching the ball.
Ooh. That's rough play. That's rough play.
Virtually every build-up has come down this right-hand side, but we continue to see Matias Galarza flare in centrally and underneath to try to overload that midfield.
Makaleli, Watchalong, of course, 2006 World Cup runner-up with France. So played with Didier Deschamps.
30 minutes and it's still 0-0.
Lise.
Ooh.
Compelling.
Seen him. That was Mbappe. But I like the chemistry. You can see, like, forget about the allegations, the word, the memes, the word, everything. But still, you have to see how these players, when they get in the national team, they put their club legacies, their everything they carry on in their clubs, they put it aside. So what they do, they come and then they mark the spirit. So that's why you see Dembele has the ball, but it doesn't think like Dembele in PSG. Yeah, you see Olise has the ball, he doesn't think like Olise in Bayern Munich. Because sometimes in a club, that's when they're trying to express themselves individually more than they could do in the World Cup. So it means in the World Cup, they all come together and then try to work for the better of the team. And I know also in the club they do the same, but what I'm saying, the difference is during their clubs, they want to, there's something of trying to put something like on their name. Olise, many assists in the league, many goals in the league. Yeah, but in the World Cup, when they're representing their nation, the goal, having many goals, can come as a blessing, can come, kill it. That's too hard. That was a smooth play from Olise.
Then they will with the variation of service that we've seen from Dembele coming down that right-hand side trying to combine.
Yeah, I'm saying having many goals, many assists, it's a blessing from the hard work you have put in that team and try to work it out. So I love the way when Olise has the ball, he thinks of Mbappe, he thinks of his teammates for the better. You see, in the club, sometimes he might get the ball in a closed zone where he can't shoot, but he tried to drive them and try to shoot for himself. But here in the World Cup, damn, you see somebody standing in a good position, you say, nah, let me pass him. And that's the thing Colomwani should have done in 2022. That's the thing Colomwani should have done in 2022 when he lost against Emiliano Martinez. That shot he made, Mbappe
So play continues with Ciso down. He's still down this. And we're running back to the corner at his feet.
now we got it fixed.
Back to his feet.
We got it fixed. So
Making any attempts to find his way back
I was
into
saying
the
like
game. He's taken out.
I don't even know how the game is still goalless at this moment. Like
He's done by. Mbappe's gone down. Some more challenges. They're very quickly over to keep France's place towards Dembele.
Well, it's Colaza as he comes across the Mbappe. He's making this run. He's trying to get in front. It's a right arm that comes up. Taking a look if there's anything more malicious. He strikes down on the left arm. Nowhere near the face, but then as the ball rolls across.
that was an independent play.
1v1. He's looking for just that little window, something that he's so comfortable.
That was an intended play. They must look into it.
Similar goals throughout his career.
Either he get a cut for it, or maybe they give a free kick.
Slight delay to this corner being taken.
But it looks like the referee has overlooked it. But it's a corner kick.
And France got their magic here. Dembele. How the delivery.
It's a goal kick. Mbappe is down, like claiming for maybe a penalty. Let's see. Nice. He kind of pulled him. But it's not that solid. It's not that solid.
There's something to take a closer look. But again, whether it's the verbal barrage, whether it's
And the thing I like about this game, it's like, they'll be playing the ball, but it's not only the ball they are playing. They also have to play like mental games. You get the ball, like they try to frustrate you so that whenever you get the ball, you're like your mind is not clear, so you can't use anything good of it. That's also some mind game played in football.
For France, they're trying to have the causing effect with the ball at their feet and the movement in the attacking phase of play for Paraguay. They're doing everything in their power to keep
He's too fast.
the compactness across this back line of five, with allowing Cubas to be the destroyer, the pivoting player in front of that back line, and most importantly, into the halftime break without conceding that opening goal.
Nice, Kunde. Corner kick.
Paraguay conceded in the corner. 7 now, France have had. Alvarete sent the ball out and changing the takeover, he said.
14 minutes, but we are still goalless. I hope, like, we have to celebrate before the first half ends. Ooh. Nice. Ooh. Pussy, yeah. Nah. That was not satisfying.
The spatial awareness from the three center backs has been outstanding in this first half for Paraguay.
They needed to be such a boost to have. Alvarete back in the squad.
That's the third quarter time. Still has gone down the challenge of William Saliba right here in midway mark.
But if you try to watch the match momentum, the map, like, what even Paraguay is doing on the field, like, shit. But the funny part, like, you can see they haven't played anything, but still they come out and they score. And they get the win. That's why I say, like, in every game, there are some people who are in to play. You get what I mean? Like, they're in to play. There are also some people, they are not there to play. They are there to win. So that's what Paraguay is going to do now. They're here to win, not to play. Don't judge them because they're not playing. That's not their main job. Their main job is to win.
Has the freedom to make it a 3 versus 2 or 3 versus 3 overload opportunity in terms of possession. But again, the majority of that buildup has been down this right-hand side as kind of Mbappe continues to drop deeper into this midfield, just to try to make this back line think about if they want to step a little bit higher.
But I think, like, at the third time he will try it, maybe it will be on target. That's all he needs. He needs to put it on target. Either the goalkeeper save it or it hit the post, but as long as it's on target, it can be anything. So the more he keeps trying, I know he will get it.
How earlier Didier Deschamps thinks about So many options he has at his availability coming off the bench.
Full that goal kick for Paraguay. They taken an average of over a minute, 62 seconds to take their goal kick, whereas France just 5 seconds it's taken. But Watchalong to launch his team back towards the Paraguay goal. And there, thus far, they have had little success. 4 attempts. Whilst approaching a break and flying the opener. It's Bello. He's been marked on either side, isn't he?
Let him go.
He's been closing.
He didn't want to admit that he lost the ball, so he kept pulling him.
And Watson just there and lurking.
Ooh, steal it. Nah.
He's to himself to
Let's go, let's go.
And Cecil.
But that was too short, actually. I appreciate all the effort and energy he used to win that ball, to like make that counter attack, but after everything, he just dropped a small pass to his teammate.
Never had the accuracy or weight of the pass, nor the pace to beat the intelligence of the movement of Ruben Makano.
Expecting just 3 minutes of additional time at the end of this first half. Still goalless between France and Paraguay. The underdog story of the tournament so far. As Radio tries to launch a shot towards Orlando Hill once again.
3 minutes added for the first half. 3 minutes added. So hi. I see somebody saying hi. How you doing? I hope you're good. And also welcome to High End. Ooh, that's a nasty move, boy. That's a nasty move. Like if I was the if I was the head of football, like I make some rules and regulations, I will say no more nutmegs. Cause what's that like? That's humiliation. That's humiliation. How come you nutmeg somebody? That's the worst thing to ever happen to you, like while on the field. And the problem is not like what happened. The problem is like the reaction of the fans. Like they will chew you up actually, because it's something actually that deserves to be reacted on. So,
he's got that heart and determination despite having zero support virtually underneath him and behind him to run at 2 to potentially 3 defenders for France to just see if he can sniff out a goal scoring opportunity.
Front line, Jalosing. They desperately try and find a way past Paraguay before the break. Kadeen.
Well, then we went all the way back to the game against Australia, where it was a hybrid of 5 in the back. It was more of a 5-3-2 in the 0-0 draw. This one's different. And the inclusion of Mickey Almiron, because he was out in suspension after the red card suffered against Turkey for covering his mouth.
That's a throw-in.
In a FIFA Worldcup specific to 2026. But now, Gustavo Alfaro set himself up defensively, pragmatic, keep the game in front of him, get to the halftime whistle without conceding a goal, and give yourself a couple of opportunities in transition moments to cause some problems. But with Avalos, thinking about Arce, Mauricio, Sanabria, plenty of options to change the complexion of this group in the second half.
France now they have lost possession, and we are just a few seconds away from the halftime. And so far, I congratulate Paraguay for the amazing job. Like it's not for everybody to hold France like till now, the game being goalless. But it means like you also have to be having some storage of more energy, because if someone keeps coming at you, they will get on the time like they break they break that defense, and that's the time they will penetrate in, and you end up like losing maybe 3 or 4.
Hasn't had the involvement of the French captain that he would have wanted in the game.
So that's of it of the first half. Paraguay nil, France nil, and I hope y'all, where you are enjoying. This is the World Cup 2026. I think also I need a break. I need a little break, but in shortly, it's only 15 minutes, and then we'll be back. We'll be back, and we resume where we left from, second half, and then wait to see. I know everybody is expecting France to win, and we have like some expectation actually, like goals. We're expecting to see goals, and I know it won't be easy for them to get them, but they might get them. They might get them because I don't see them going like into extra time or maybe taking penalties. Nah, I don't see it. It might be one, but I know they will get it. It might be one, but I know they will get it. So let's take that pause. Then after some minute, we resume. Don't go far. Just stick around. This is high end.
With time, we lost the importance of traditional food, some of it. Those same traditional ingredients, now with modern protein science, in max protein roots 10-gram protein bar. Crafted with nature, rooted in tradition.
And I need another phone.
Mahindra XUV 9S. When we share who we truly are, real connections happen. Black and white, dramatic share.
मम्मी के साथ बुक किया हम लोगों ने आपके साथ हुआ ऐसा कुछ
Does the volume part of it trying to make the thing disorganized completely. And I think this is the stat. So
Yeah, the half-time stats tell us that France had obviously dominated in terms of possession. They've had attempts at goal, but none on target. Obviously, Paraguay had the 2 attempts at goal, none on target as well. So I guess both managers are in the dressing room saying, well, this has to change for the second half because we need a winner.
Well, Paraguay, if you look there, passes completed, 45. That just tells you how the game's going for them, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it just really tells you that they're in there. You know, they've got the shovels, they've got the spades, they're having a good dig in, a good dig there, and oh, there you go. Look at that. And it's being total messy. And not Lionel Messi, it's messy and it's.
I like that one. I like that
it's
one.
Messy in its bits, and they're breaking everything up. Paraguay, they're making it ugly, aren't they?
And France are finding themselves obviously in the final third of Paraguay's box a little bit more often than Paraguay are, as you can see from the total entries.
yeah, but if you look at the France, I think obviously on that side he's been getting a lot of balls, but he's not been able to go past the defenders. I think there's always been somebody behind and a support at the back. So I think if you look at the 2 dangerous players, Olise and Mbappe, I think both of them been double marked. Every time they've got the ball, there is somebody and also to support at the back. So I think it's been very, very difficult for them to really break through. And in the first time, we've not been able to say anything.
Paraguay, you know, they're very smart in themselves, what they're doing, you know, and they're getting little blocks, they're getting little tackles in, they're getting little shirts, they're being a bit nonchalant. Look, they're throwing themselves in, you know, into tackles, they're covering the spaces, they've got 5 at the back. When the fullbacks do get drawn out, a holding midfield player will drop in there, so they've still got 5 at the back, and make it like here. You know, on another day, there you go, he gets over that, doesn't he? So everything's a little bit rushed at the moment for France. They've got to settle down, get the ball, and start moving the ball about. Maybe pull Paraguay out a little bit more deeper so they can go through around or over.
Yeah, and I guess the plan from Gustavo Alfaro, the Paraguay manager, would be frustrate them. See if you can frustrate them and hold on, not concede in the opening half. And they've managed to do that.
Well, yeah, if you look at that little instance there, it's a little pull, isn't it? You know, like there, he's having a little laugh and a joke with him, they're talking to him. It's like that, that's nonchalance, that. There's no need for that. But, you know, it's just stopping the game, there's no need for it. I remember playing at a place called Wimbledon, and we was a little bit like that ourselves, so I know, just a little bit, but I know how it is, and I know how frustrating it can be for the opposition.
Yeah, we've seen that happen a lot, but it's game plan executed well by Paraguay. What's Didier Deschamps saying to his France players? Because it's not like they've not been here before and had teams sort of frustrate them.
No, I think what you need is more of Dembele and Olise to take 1-on-1. I think Barcola on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side as well. I think they've not been able to go past. I think that's where the 1-on-1 challenges are very, very important, which they need to win. And make sure that somebody's running behind the defenders. I think we've not had many balls put. There's only once we saw where Mbappe went behind the defense and the ball just did not go right. I think those kind of runs has to be there. And even if you get a half chance outside the box, at least hit the target. I think that's where now, if you're going to get one goal, which is going to, I think, come only most probably from a long range or outside the box, which has to be a brilliant shot.
I mean, in that instance there, there's 6 in the goalkeeper against 2. You know, you need to, like you're saying, you've got to get, look at it now. You've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You've got 10 in the box and 1 outside the box. You know, it's very difficult to block and everything up. And the South Americans are the best in the world at this. You know, just being, you know, nonchalance, getting a foot in. Again, look, balls are popped into these little areas. Look, you've got 2 around it, 3 around it. But again, you've only got 1 in the box. It's not good enough. You know, that was probably the closest chance they had of maybe getting a connection on the ball. If he gets connection on it, it's a goal again.
And we know from France, they've scored 13 goals so far this tournament. They haven't scored fewer than 3 in a game. So far from Paraguay's perspective, they're actually doing a very, very good job of containing them. But this Paraguay side, you know, they entered the World Cup. They lost to the USA 4-1, didn't they? Then they beat Turkey 1-0. They drew to Australia. And then they won the penalty shootout against Germany. So they've shown that they can defeat one European giant. It just felt like a little bit too much to say the same against France. But do you think they can continue playing at this level with this amount of concentration for the next 45 minutes?
Well, I mean, their energy levels is there. Their energy levels is there. They're probably used to the weather because a lot of them are playing in South America anyway. And they've come here and they've just said, look, we're going to make it as hard as possible. And that's what they've done.
Okay, well, the fans are hoping to see some goals in the second half. One thing we do know is that if there are no goals in the second half, it will go to extra time and penalties. Will Paraguay spring a surprise and send these French fans home feeling blue, or will France get the better of Paraguay? We'll find out after this.
When I dance, I fix my step. When I dance, I look upset. Sometimes I dance off key to keep my devils guessing. Beat for when I'm broken, heartbroken. Every day's a party. Rhythm is my weapon. Rhythm is the weapon. Rhythm is my weapon. What the?
The most technologically advanced FIFA World Cup in history is powered by Lenovo AI with Intel inside.
My bad, my bad, my bad. I just let you listen to these ads. My bad, but yeah, the thing you have to know soon, the second half is resuming, so we need to get ready for it. And I hope you have understood like the commentary that was going on, like the commentary that was going on, saying like if the second half also ends goalless, which means we'll be going to extra time, and if extra time also ends goalless, or maybe they get goals but still drawing, it means we are heading to penalties. Like from my side, the way I see things, there's no penalties. Even extra time, there's no extra time. I know France, they're going to do what they do best. That's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm expecting France to do something in the coming 45 minutes.
Mahindra ACV Magnets.
Second half set to resume. Second half set to resume. I was saying it's actually a vibe. It's actually a vibe, but these venues where the games are being played, it's actually a vibe. Kylian Mbappe leading his boys back to the second half. You can see like he has many things to give us in the second half, and I'm expecting to be like spectacular.
Welcome back to Philadelphia.
I'm expecting it to be like fire.
The 38 place gap between Paraguay and France. It is goalless as France emerged from the tunnel led out by Kylian Mbappe, who didn't have the role that he would have wanted to play in the first half. There's been quite the party here in Philadelphia, as the masses who have flocked to the stadium celebrate the United States of America's 250th birthday, the 4th of July today, across America, and such a big milestone in their history. Paraguay, things mark a milestone of their own.
But I hope like I never asked. I hope the image is too like clear. I hope the image is too good. Oh, if maybe we need to add some light to make it bright.
So the countdown is back on for the start of the second half, and now the majority of the field here in Philadelphia shrouded in shade, which will be much to the delight of Paraguay in particular, who get us underway through Kuno and Ciso, who did a lot of running in the first half, Brian Dunseth, and well, they'll be delighted to see that shade creeping its way across the ground.
And the idea for Paraguay continues its team commitment defensively. It's really trying to strangle the passing lanes. But can they be more progressive?
That was a critical mistake.
Have better support for Olivier Ciso and making Almiron. For France, it's rare that they're going to face a high line to be able to use that verticality to get in. So a lot of this is going to be rotation and running off the ball with variation of service, either early and deep or getting down to the end line for cutback balls.
Well, free kick has been given away by with Almiron down on the ground. Second only to Leo and Ciso in chances created for his nation in this World Cup. Well, he was full of praise for France in the press conference. Fiend of San Juan says this is a huge clash against the world's #1 side. And they've kept them quiet in terms of action in front of goal through the first 45 minutes, and have an attacking free kick early in the second half with close forward. Lucy gets a touch.
That's a foul.
Upamecano. Dembele. Well, any eagle eyes of you watching on will notice that Usman Dembele has changed his boots for this second half. He was wearing some green boots, at least that's what I think from up here, and now he's switched to the pink to move more in line with the majority of his teammates. Here's Kanye available once again. This is basic from France, trying to force a way through quickly, pounced upon by the back line of Paraguay.
That was actually a solid chance to be converted.
France showing exactly what they can do, Brian.
Well, not just Usman Dembele, also Michael Elise going to the white boots, getting away from the blue boots. Listen, as a player, sometimes when you don't feel like things have gone well in the
Nice
first half,
dribble.
you're just looking for that little bit of change. And sometimes
That boy is too smooth. He's too smooth.
Correct. He has been one that's caught attention with his boots this tournament. Michael Elise, not just his footwork.
We'll be back in the second half.
Correct. This will be a couple of good opportunities. It goes again. Fires into a crowd of French fans behind the goal.
Actually, it's good to try. It's better to try.
There's getting the referee that there was a touch on the way through. As he comes, second time we've seen from distance, similar distance.
Better to try.
Up and over the crossbar. And the frustration for Deschamps not testing the goalkeeper's hands.
We didn't see too much emotion from Didier Deschamps midway through the first half, and his press conference was certainly no nonsense yesterday. Given away far too easily. What can Paraguay do here?
Nah, you can't go past them.
And the ball's going to be down.
You can't go through all of them. They can't allow you. You know they can't allow you to go through all of them. They have to keep you away. But still they got a corner.
Just the first corner of the game for Paraguay. And that's it. Was making his feelings known to the referee and the pressure that's being placed on his shoulder. And here's Miguel Almiron going to take this first corner kick for Paraguay. He's when he punched high. The attack's still alive.
Let's see the throw-in.
Monza preparing to launch this towards goal.
Nice catch.
Really challenge the goalkeeper. He launches the ball forward.
Ooh, this is a goal. This.
That's not so they want a handball. I think that he controlled the ball with his arm. The corner's been taken quickly. France trying to.
That's a side net.
The Paraguay back line, throw it into the side netting. Well,
that's a side net, but I don't know why Mbappe. That ball actually was too good.
Look, Paraguay deserves something here. Let's take a look back.
Yeah, it was.
As he hits the side space, that allows the defender Casas to come all the way across.
Just hesitated too much.
Mbappe can get his shot off. And in the midst of trying to argue that it should be a goal kick instead of a corner, France once again quickly takes it. Heavy collision. Dembele goes through, takes the bump, and misses the goalkeeper. No intent whatsoever to injure, but bodies going in opposite directions, and unfortunately the goalkeeper takes the brunt of not only the challenge from his own.
The goalkeeper is down, like looks like Dembele stepped on him.
Still pleading their case. The Paraguayan players who know that should have been a goal kick rather than a corner. And still receiving treatment. Orlando Hill.
The distribution, the recognition gets in amongst the trees. Side volley from that distance.
That was a good That was a good assist from Mike Maignan.
And struck his right arm right here.
But you can see also like the handball control, it was intentional. It was intentional because he has seen like There's no other way to put the ball in front of him unless he put his arms across it. You can see the gist actually tells everything.
Against Germany and the saves he made in the penalty shootout. A story that has really captured the nation and eyes around the globe. His desire to keep playing while funding the expenses for the treatment of his young child who was born prematurely, selling off some of his old kits, and some of that kit will be returned to him after that story has been shared far and wide.
It's been so impressive throughout the course of the group stage, and in particular the performance against Germany, so much so. There's been heavy talk on social media about a potential £7 million move to Torino. No doubt the interest will continue to ramp up as the continued performances are put in.
I told you. The next time he tries, he has to only put it on target.
And once again, France over so incredibly quickly to take this corner. A great reaction from the man between the sticks of Paraguay.
Yeah, part of the tactics for a longer president space for Kone.
He only has to put it on target.
Comes across right hand over his body. And then Junior Alonso, recognizing that France is trying to take the quick corner, he steps in.
Ball facing. They are so quick to try and take every single corner, aren't they, France now? And
yeah, the ball is out.
And to your point, Ellen, I think that was the tactical move right there from Junior Alonso on that last corner on the near side for France. Paraguay started to pick up how to at least negate the ability of France to play quickly. And that's simply stepping in within that 10 yards, drawing the attention of the AR, and him forcing to use his flag to indicate to the referee that a player has encroached space.
Well, the temperature, despite the shade across the stadium, has barely dropped until 36 degrees Celsius.
Nice.
And that has played a huge role, of course, in this game. But here is Elisa. All being cast around. We will take it on.
It's a corner kick.
And then we take it, so it becomes feeling Mbappe as well. So it's the first line of defence alongside with Julio and Ciso for Paraguay. Dembele. Straight into the arms of the keeper.
Just delivered it into the hands of the goalkeeper.
In the first half, and now the start of this second half is about 12 minutes in, as France looks to play as quickly as possible after corners are earned. Paraguay is just simply stepping into the space. And that's forcing the frustration and the arm waving from France to get the attention of the referee.
But I can't believe like we are still in the 56th minute, like goalless out.
Such a big boost to have him back in the squad for Paraguay, the centre half. Here's Dembele. Gomez. I've certainly seen more of the ball, Paraguay, in the second half so far.
Damn!
Chasing.
Ball out.
Closely watched.
Yeah.
Kunde. Ball had gone out of play. And you can see the reason for the change is it prepares to come onto the pitch. It's Alderete, who was pretty much down for this game. The Sunderland defender coming to a knee injury.
Well, the shot from distance for Kone, you see it curl and buckles away. He's keeping up France. He's got just that sideline for that upper left-hand side. This is a fantastic save. Very technical from the goalkeeper, gets his burst. And as he comes off that left foot, he comes across window wiper and he pushes fingertips up and over with that extension of his right arm just to give himself a couple more inches.
So coming off with a grimace on his face is Alderete. And on comes
Paraguay doing some subs.
shootout over Germany.
He had the decisive penalty, a player that previous to that 120-minute performance against Germany had only played 6 minutes in the tournament. So he'll be prepared, ready, probably a little bit frustrated that he wasn't in the starting 11 from the opening whistle.
Yeah, clash with Germany was his first start of the tournament.
Trying to dribble, but he lost it.
Quickly won back.
Get up. Man, this is the time.
Still going.
This is the.
Still going. That's great defending from Paraguay. And you can see what that means to Juan Jose Gonzalez, who roars at the crowd. And I'm getting a little bit more into it now within the realms, of course, of this game.
I think at times we go back years ago with Chiellini and Bonucci, and every single defensive stop for the Italian defenders were celebratory moments. It was as if they were scoring goals on the defensive end with the way that they would find the emotion after defensive stops. We're certainly seeing that from the outside wingback, Juan Cáceres, the 26-year-old, has been doing a phenomenal job. Even when he's beat, he's doing a marvelous job of keeping touch tight and just trying to offset with a slight little delicate push at times.
That was too hot. And it looks like it's going to be sub though.
Paraguay potentially first. He signals that it's time to come off, and that will be a huge hit. Julio Enciso has been the big creative force alongside Miguel Almiron in this game.
Well, we only outlasted 57 minutes against Germany, and there was fatigue concerns, there were injury concerns. Camino, who came on and played 35 minutes against Germany, will get that opportunity.
So on comes Gustavo Caballero. Spent last season on loan at Portsmouth in the Championship from Santos, and well,
Yeah.
Not a surprise to see this change.
It was a time for the boy also to come on. It was a time for him to step up.
But it is Brady Barker who makes way for Desiree Drouet.
Well, two players interchangeable for both club and country. And whether it's success or lack of clinical finishing, still a huge asset for Didier Deschamps to be able to turn to at this stage of the match.
Yeah, it was asked about the atmosphere in the group. And he said that he tries to stay out of it as much as possible. But of course, Desiree Drouet was asked about the relationship that he has with Brady Barker. Of course, so intense. Those two being, as you rightly say, teammates for Paris Saint-Germain, playing in the same position and fighting.
That was a good link up, but
he knows what his role is. Everyone in the squad, whether they're the players who are starting or coming on as substitutes, they know their role. And they know how to make the best of it. It's a quick touch from Elisa. Back and ranking away. Can keep the ball in play, just about does. Do I get there? And it will go out. We'll throw on the far side.
Well, I can't imagine that Paraguay manager Gustavo Alfaro was thinking about his first two changes being injury changes within the first 15 minutes of the start of the second half. Right now, you're usually thinking about fresh legs and a potential upgrade based on the way that they started tactically, and instead, you're forced to swap a center back and forced to swap a striker maybe earlier than expected. So keep an eye on the chess match and the tactical acumen of the manager and how important this next set of substitutions are going to be for Paraguay.
They have such depth of talent, don't they, France? And that's evident considering the manager sort of pulled this fast in Ousmane Dembele. Wasn't really talked about for the first couple of games, was he, before that hat-trick? Cementing, of course, his place in the standings of this World Cup and the battle for the Golden Boots, which is being led by Messi, just one ahead of Kylian Mbappe. Whom Desiree Drouet do here? So sick on his feet. Skipping goes
Hmm.
down when he's signalled. The referee says, play on. He
But
wants to get back to
still,
his feet quickly because the force and the boost of Michael Elise. You know what he can do. Dembele tries to feed it, but the door was quickly closed by Paraguay. And that's really where they've been elite, this back line. Shuts almost everything down. Can they stop this?
nah,
Yes. The ball that doesn't require stopping Kylian Mbappe because it is into the crowd.
that was too high. That was
Desiree
too
as he comes
high.
across Kubas, the Vancouver Whitecaps midfielder, gets a big old chunk of him. And Dadashev, the referee, he showed the early yellow card to Bradley Barkle on the 20th minute for his challenge on Caceres in front of the bench. This time, he's got perfect angle, perfect referee view, and instead,
63 minutes and we are still goalless.
Well, you can see the frustration there of Fernando Hill, who certainly got kick long and so didn't have the same runner that he's been used to for the first 60 minutes of this game. In Julio Enciso.
Well, Caballero is going to be more of a big focal point, number 9 type of player, meaning that you want to play into his body. You want to believe that he can battle against Upamecano and Saliba in terms of alleviating the pressure once Paraguay does indeed get back on the ball. Instead of for Enciso playing into space and allowing him to use that athleticism to open up the legs and cause these defenders problems. This is more of an ideal matchup for these two center backs.
He's been trying to thread the ball through, hasn't he? Dembele on a handful of occasions, and it hasn't yet paid off. And he's going to do it once again. Keeps going, it says right away, that's a great run.
Penalty.
It appeals there from the French fans, nothing is given. And now they have to hold off the attack from Miguel Almiron, who is chasing and chasing and chasing, but firm arm from Saliba. And see him take the ball up to the corner, and now that's taking it out of
The guy is burned out.
out of his own half.
But the referee has to look into it.
It was a strong hand from William Saliba, and well, they are having a look.
Well, for Desiree Doué, as he goes through, you can see the
Yeah. That's a
as Daniel Gomez comes through, he
Yeah.
gets a big piece of Doué right there. He leaves the leg out, referee allows the play to continue. He waves off the penalty shout. Doué goes to ground. For me, that's a penalty. But
Yeah,
instead of
that's a
transition,
penalty,
going
actually.
in the opposite direction. Now there's concern for Miguel Almiron as he immediately reached for that left hamstring. And part of the game for William Saliba, something that's not often acknowledged.
That's a penalty. I told you.
The crowd has been alerted to the penalty check, and he is going over to the screen.
The penalty.
While it appeals,
I think on the 60th minute we're getting a goal.
the players, the bench, and the fans, and have the appeals been heard down in Dallas?
Well, it's very clear and very evident. You don't need too many looks at it to see where the contact is. And for Diego Gomez, as he leaves out that left leg, he's not getting a touch on the ball. And as Desiree Doué walks the high line and the high wire,
Yeah, that's a pen, man.
it's very clear and evident what the referee's going to decide.
After the interview, number 8 of defender, Fritz, attacker player inside the penalty area. Decision is good.
Yeah,
So the decision is
penalty.
France's first penalty of this tournament.
Thanks from the super sub Desiree Doué from the brilliant play there.
And just pure technical ability of Desiree Doué to go down and beat 4 defenders, including the man that fouled him, Gomez, who said Alfaro, he thought it was a dive. The referee himself allowed the play to continue in a transition moment until the intervention of VAR.
That was no dive.
Well, it has been such an attritional battle so far between Paraguay and France, and you can
That
see
was no dive. Let's see Mbappe.
by the crowd of
Man,
Paraguay
this guy
players
can't stop scoring.
stood around Ousmane Dembele.
Well, you wonder if Ousmane Dembele is deflecting. Who's
This guy can't stop scoring.
He's in the midst of the havoc right now. Paraguay trying to do everything to upset the opportunity for France to take this penalty. But you wonder if Kylian Mbappe is slowly going to mosey over. And right there, it should be the
And they're trying to play some mind games. Go Kylian. Allez Kylian, allez Kylian, allez Kylian. Let's see what Mbappe is going to do. What is he going to do with this pen? Man, I see finger crossed. I see finger crossed. Nah, these players still trying to. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Shoot him. And he never missed. He never missed. His name is Kylian Mbappe. He never missed. Now on the 69 minute, Kylian Mbappe make it 1 for France. That run up was too sick.
Trying to deflect the moment that Kylian Mbappe, ball in hand, puts it down, sends the goalkeeper in the opposite direction, and gives France the lead in the 70th minute here in Philadelphia.
An anniversary goal for France. On an anniversary night for the USA here in Philadelphia.
France make it 1 now. Kylian Mbappe. Shout out to Kylian Mbappe. I see now they're making triple subs.
And those French fans will continue to make the noise as they're scattered around the stadium. Crooks of them as the changes come for Paraguay with Mauricio making his way into the action. Yes, Miguel who makes way.
Paraguay making like triple substitutions. So right now I think like they don't have like anything to lose, because they're already 1 goal behind in 71 minutes. So it means they have also to push forward and see if they can equalize. But still also France will be also looking for the security goal. Can't sit and relax. Can't sit and relax on only 1 goal.
Well, how will that goal now change the lay of the land in this game, Brian? Because it is Paraguay who, after sitting so low, now have to chase the game.
That's it. You just hit it. And again, another heavy challenge. This time it was Fulas going through Adrian Rabiot as he let the ball off that exquisite wand of the left foot that he has. He opens up the game. They're going to have to be less pragmatic. They're going to have to be more aggressive. They're going to have to take more chances.
Now they're going for a hydration break.
Yeah, and the heat has played into everything. Every role of this game so far. And we've just seen a collision as the players are making their way up the pitch. It's now a circle around Kylian Mbappe as we break for the hydration stop in the second half.
But still, like it looks like between the players they're not having it among themselves. Looks like they are not having it among themselves. So it now we are remaining with it's 70 something minutes. It means we are remaining with some few 20 or 19 minutes to play until the 98th minute, and France is one goal up, which means if the game ends like this, France they will be advancing in the next round. Damn, it can be happening right now. I swear to God, it can't be happening right now at the moment. I swear to God, the electricity can't be going off like this. See.